Good morning, welcome back to the vlog. Testing out the secret training products this morning. Well, not the products, just the drink. I've got the watermelon carb like energy drink. So far I'm pretty happy with it. It tastes nice. It's not too sweet though. But yeah, anyway, I'm out on the bike. It's raining like it always is here in the UK. But I got my new jacket on this morning. My new Castelli rain jacket. Over the past few days I've really been limited to the turbo trainer. Even though I've got the hours in, it's nice to, you know, get out on the bike finally and get a proper ride in. So I just had quite a scary situation there. I was coming to a junction where I was indicating right, you know, as you normally do, in plenty of sufficient time, and a car with an elderly driver, and I'm not saying this is because he was elderly, I'm just stating the facts. He was an elderly driver and he like proceeded to overtake me as I was already starting to move across the road ready to turn. And the thing is, he didn't overtake fast, it was like a slow overtake, so it was almost as if he didn't see me indicating, even though I've got a big flashing light on the back of my bike. He just proceeded to overtake me. Luckily I was aware of my surroundings and I saw that this was happening, so I pulled back in and, you know, let the car overtake and had a couple of nice words like exchanged. But he's still like, he didn't even look at me when I was trying to make him aware of his mistakes. He didn't even, it's like he was laser vision straight forward. It was quite a scary situation. But anyway, my legs are feeling stiff today, like not from yesterday's training session. I think it was from Monday's session, which was 2 days ago, because I was in the gym and I decided to up the weight that I was doing squats and deadlifts with, doing some PBs. So yeah, as a consequence, my legs are pretty sore today. But it is what it is. I've only got a couple more weeks now until I head off to Spain with the team. But today I'm gonna head over to the coast, start my own today on a solo ride. I'm just heading up Ashurst Beacon. Look how foggy it is. I'm heading up Ashurst Beacon. It's real thick fog up here. Normally you get like a good view of the whole of West Lancashire, but today it's just a bit of a whiteout. You can't even see me. This is ridiculous. But this is why it just shows how important it is that during the winter you've got lights on your bike, because you never know when you're going to entail some thick fog like I currently am doing. Luckily this is quite a quiet climb. There's not too many cars around. But yeah, how weird. Just can't see anything. See? This is literally just like the epitome of winter. Cold, rain, and I can't see a bloody thing. But it's mad because despite all of this, I'd much rather be out right now on the bike than at home doing nothing. But yeah, we've got 2 hours in the legs now, about an hour to go until we get home. I'm sort of debating whether or not to put my front mudguard on because, well, obviously it's wet at the minute, and I saw what not having a front mudguard on like did the other day when I just completely disintegrated the headset. I've got like 2 more weeks here in the UK, so I think I might have to put it on. Not that it's a big deal, I don't know why I'm like trying to portray it as a big deal, but like my winter bike is pretty heavy as it is, and this like the steel proper mudguards are quite heavy themselves. So I think I'm just being soft about putting more weight onto the bike. But then I feel like staying dry and staying clean outweighs that weight penalty. Hey, look at that, you can't even see cars. I'm gonna put the camera away because I feel like this can get a little bit dangerous. Even though the roads are obviously filthy this time of the year, it makes it easy to clean the bike because all the wet, grit and salt just falls straight off the bike. I feel like one of my favourite things about Christmas time is the array of chocolate that's always on offer. Quality treats. Absolutely quality. I'm just heading to the shop right now to get some food for lunch. We are completely out of food. I wanted to quickly talk about my training program. I know often you guys like me to like go through what I'm currently doing at this moment in time, and at the moment the majority of my training, now we're in December, is like zone 2 and zone 3 work with the odd high intensity interval sessions. Just starting to build those high intensity sessions into my training program right now. I've said it a few times, but the real work is going to start when I go over to Calpe, when I'm training alongside all my teammates. But you'll notice that at the minute my rides aren't really any much longer than 3 or 4 hours, and that is because, well, obviously I'm following Steve's training program, but I'm following a reverse periodization structure this year. And essentially what reverse periodization means is, like, now at this time of the year I'm doing I'm doing shorter but more intense work now, and then after the new year I'm going to be doing, like, when I go to Spain, the weather's going to be nicer, I'm going to be doing the longer, more endurance miles, and hopefully be able to build the form that way into the start of the season. Alright, so a couple of days ago in the vlog, I did some racing on Zwift. It was my first time racing, actually my second time. Was that my first race? It was either my first race or my second race, and I made a bit of a video about it, and then within that video I mentioned that I thought that some of the riders may have been cheating. They may have, I don't know, manipulated their weight maybe, perhaps using an uncalibrated trainer. I don't know, whatever the case may be. I kind of made a bit of an assumption that some of the riders may be cheating. Now I just want to like point out clearly sort of here right now that I wasn't implying the cheating rider was Chris who ended up winning the race. As I mentioned, Chris is a viewer of the channel, and since that video has gone live, he sent me a few messages, you know, reassuring me that he wasn't cheating during that race, and he's just, you know, he's light, and I genuinely believe that he's a very talented climber. I just can't keep up with those guys in the climbs. So I would really appreciate it if we could all be a little bit more respectful in the comments. Like, I don't want to, he's a young rider coming through the ranks, and I don't want to knock his confidence like through this YouTube channel. I want to, you know, bring positive reinforcement more than anything. And I guess that kind of foreshadows this whole subject of Zwift racing. You know, it's not competitive, it's a bit of fun, it's a hard training session. At the end of the day, it's a training session, especially during the winter right now when the weather is completely, like, absolutely shocking. I'm not going to swear. It's a really fun way, it's a real dynamic way to mix up your training a little bit. And yeah, chasing those guys up the climb, going as hard as you can for 2 or 3 minutes up a climb, and then smashing it down the descent trying to hold their wheel. There's really no better training than that. If you've got the utilities, if you've got the tools, I would really recommend jumping on Zwift and in particular doing some of the Zwift racing. There's races like every single day of the week, and there's all different categories. So I was in the A category, but you've also got the B, C and D. Based on your FTP, you'll be aligned into a certain category, and then as you get better, you can progress through the ranks, so on and so forth. It's a great bit of fun. I recommend it. So does Sam. But guys, that's the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please drop a thumbs up, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow. What time will we see him, Sam? 5 PM.